you ever get impatient, thinking, "Come on, this has to go faster"?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's a little bit what I'm referring to in the first couple of years. I think like when I was in the East Coast, I was just wanted to be in the AHL and take that next step. And I think once I realized that if I take care of where I'm at, and then everything will kind of work into place like that. So yeah, there was definitely a little bit of that, but at the same time, once I realized to just play where my feet were at, it helped me a lot.
Did you, when camp started this year, however, did you have in your mind, hey, they've got Bennington and Hofer, did you kind of think this kind of opportunity might happen?
Yeah, I mean, you never know what can happen. I think I was just taking it kind of day by day at camp, trying to improve myself and my game. And when I went into St. Louis, just kind of focused on the day-to-day things and the details of my game. I think you can often kind of get caught looking down the road, like, okay, if this happens or if that happens, and then you spend a lot of time, wasting an opportunity that you have in front of you. So, yeah, I just tried to kind of live it day by day.
What are the differences between when you went from the East Coast League to the AHL? Is it a big difference?
Yeah, I think the speed, the structure, the intensity of games. It's the same when you come up here. Like obviously, guys are a lot bigger, stronger, faster, and really tenacious around the net and able to tip pucks. And I think everything's just elevated here, and it was kind of the same transition from the East Coast League to the American.
You have a string of games here now in the NHL. I know you probably had strings of games in the East Coast and in the AHL. How do those experiences help you now getting a run of games up here?
I think it's just about a reset after every game. Like I was kind of saying, you don't really look too far ahead, and what happened here in the last few games. So for me, just kind of focus on my game and the day-to-day stuff, and not look too far ahead. Obviously, you can learn from your experiences and in the games that I've played so far, but just taking it day by day again.
How did you develop your puck skills? I mean, the way you played the puck is something a lot of guys in this room have talked about since you got here.
Yeah, I think just ever since I was young, my goalie coach back home, Scotty Guthrow, was really helpful in that sense. We've been working on it, since I started working with him many years ago. So I always liked stick handling, even when I was younger, just playing player and doing stuff like that. So I think that, in turn kind of helped me now.
How have your defensemen gotten used to that? I mean, because you're basically starting to break out a little bit sometimes. Have they gotten used to it rather quickly? Because that's different than maybe what Luukkonen does and maybe what Lyon does. You're all different. So are they used to it now? Did it take them a while to get used to that?
That might be a question for them, but I think we've been breaking out well. I had a few conversations with everybody about what they kind of expect and what they look for, and anytime that I can help us break out or save them from getting hit and feeling that wear and tear, it's benefit for both sides.
Did being around Joe Hofer help at all too? Just seeing the way he handles the puck, do you learn anything from him?
Yeah, him and Ben are both really good puck handlers. And seeing the way they do it, and it's a big part of both of their games, and just working with the people that I have in St. Louis too, they've helped me kind of take it to the next level and just kind of keep working on it. But definitely learning and watching them doing it.
What ingrained your work ethic in you? Everyone talks about your work ethic. But I guess, where does it come from? Just your parents, or where?
Yeah, I think growing up, my parents really instilled you got to work hard and you earn what you put in. So they're both extremely hard workers, whether it's in their profession or taking me, my brother, and my sister around the rinks or volleyball, whatever it may be. They were we didn't really miss much, and they did all their best. So. To take us to everything. So, just seeing that growing up and how hard they've worked kind of makes it easy for me. I'm playing a game, so.
When you're going to play a game, do you study their shooters at all, or is it more I'm there to play my game and I'm going to play my game?
A little bit of both. I think playing my game is important and focusing on what I do daily, but at the same time knowing kind of the handness of their guys, and if there's two righties and a lefty or three lefties coming in, kind of able to know where if there's one-timers or quick shots in the bumper coming. Just kind of taking notes about that pregame and I think that definitely helps for sure.
There's more of that at this level, though, I'm sure. I mean, obviously, when you play Edmonton, you know to be ready for McDavid and Draisaitl, but you probably study the lineup quite significantly, I would assume, compared to the minor leagues, don't you?
That's something that I kind of started doing the last year or two, you know, the American League too, and just kind of knowing what I'm working with, who I'm working against, and you know, like I said, knowing the handness of each player and their top guys especially, and kind of maybe a little bit of their tendencies as well. All that information I like to kind of get leading up to the game, and makes the reads a little bit easier.